Concept getters, how are you? Welcome back. This one I want us to do it very fast, quickly, and at a very high speed, right? As you can see on the question, they tell us that we should solve for x where we have x to the exponent of half. Hey, x to the exponent of half, concept getters, minus 3x to the exponent of 1 over 4, exponent of a quarter, which is all equal to -2. So we all know that every time when you have a number on the other side of the equal sign and we know that we're not going to divide and all that, we just have to transpose it, right? So when I rewrite this, I will have to transpose what? -2, and let's see where this leads us, right? So it's going to be x to the exponent half minus 3x to the exponent 1 over 4 plus 2 is equal to 0. When I look at this, it's literally a general quadratic formula. The minute the exponent of x, right, and the exponent of x here are different, but one is a factor of another, meaning when you multiply one of the two exponents by 2, it gives you another one. Just know that it leads us to quadratic. So let's see. When I have 1 over 4, right, and I multiply it by 2, I'm going to get half. Do that make sense? So, which means I can represent half by 1 over 4 multiplied by 2. So, let's see how that's going to play out. Let's see. I'm going to have x to the exponent 1 over 4 times 2. Then I will say minus 3x to the exponent 1 over 4. That's the first thing you have to do, guys. Every time when you see half as an exponent and another variable consisting of an exponent of 1 over 4, just change your half to 1 over 4 multiplied by 2. Because 1 over 4 multiplied by 2 is literally 1 over 2. Clear? Then you have your plus 2 is equals to 0. Guys, from here you know it's about the K method, the substitution method, right? So let's see. I'm just going to say, remember I taught you on the other video of exponents, the part 3 one, I said when we have an exponent consisting of two things that multiply each other, I can just introduce the bracket here, right? And then I will let K be something. So basically I'm going to say x to the exponent 1 over 4 in my bracket, all to the exponent 2 will be minus 3 what? X to the exponent 1 over 4. Then plus, let me write in blue so that it can look nice, plus 2 equals to 0. So that we can see that I'm going to let my K to be x to the exponent 1 over 4. Basically, the reason why I represented my half with 1 over 4 multiplied by 2 is because I wanted the 1 over 4, right? I wanted the term, the middle term, to consist of the same variable and exponent as the first term in a way so that the 2 can go outside. That's the whole reason of this, right? So now that I let my K to be what we see in red, I will just substitute it by 8. So I'm just going to say where I see x to the exponent 1 over 4, I'm going to substitute by what? By K. So I'm just going to be like, here we have K, here we have K squared, right? Minus 3K plus 2 equals to 0. Come on, guys. You can't tell me that you can factorize this, right? So you're just going to factorize and equals to 0. What are factors of K? K squared is KK. Factors of 2, 2, 1, right? And then because the middle term is negative, both of them will be negative since the last term is positive. So when I use zero factor theorem, my next step will be K minus 2 equals to 0 or K minus 1 equals to 0. I'm skipping that step. Then I'm going to go straight to the next step, which is what? K is equal to 2 or K is equal to 1. Remember, we are not solving for K, we are solving for X. Come on, by now you know, right? So I'll just say to create more space a bit, and I'll say I will substitute back my K with x to the exponent 1 over 4. So I'll say x to the exponent 1 over 4 is equal to 2, or x to the exponent 1 over 4 is equal to 1. Now, I want to remove the 4 on the exponent. Let me enlarge this so that you can see what's happening. Ooh. So now, I want to eliminate the 1 over 4 on the exponent of x. So in order to eliminate a denominator of a particular number, you multiply by that the whole fraction by that denominator. So let's say I have 1 over 4. If I want to remove this 4, I will multiply that 4 by just 4 so that it can be over 1, so that I can cross cancel and say 1 1 and the whole thing will be 1. That's how you eliminate a fraction, right? So basically, I'm just going to say what I do on the left hand side, I will also do on the right hand side. Remember, we have an invisible exponent of 1 on top of 2, right? So when I multiply 1 over 4 by 4 on the exponent of x, I will also multiply the 1 on 2 by 4. Even on the other side, I have an invisible exponent of 1 on 1, right? When I multiply 1 over 4 by 4 on that x, I will also multiply the exponent of 1 by 4 this side. So let's go to the next step. Basically now, the 4 will cancel the 4, and I'll be left with x is equal to x to the exponent 1, basically, right? But then because we had a 1 multiplied by 1 at the top there, 1 multiplied by 4, 1 multiplied by 4 is 4. 2 to the exponent of 4 is 16. So I'm just going to say x equals to 16. Or, right, here we'll just be left with x is equals to 1 multiplied by 4 is still 4, but 1 to the exponent of 4. Remember, any power consisting of a base of 1, the answer will still yield 1. So basically, when you raise 1 to any exponent, the answer will still be 1. So 1 to the exponent 4 will just be 1. So just say 1. So I solved for x. If you want to test if this really is the case, you can substitute this 16 here. You can substitute this 16 here on x, on the question, on x at the top there, and check if your answer will yield -2. And then you can also substitute this 1 here on x again and check if the answer will be -2. And come on, guys, this is easy, right? Remember, when you see an exponent of a variable being a fraction like half, just remember this method of saying, well, one of the two fractions, when I multiply by 2, it will give me the other. And that other will be represented by that other one multiplied by 2. I might be confusing you right now, but you remember everything. So just watch this video at least twice so that it can drill in your mind, okay? But while we are at it, this is the most important thing. Important for me, not for you, obviously. But anyway, remember to do what? Remember to subscribe and share with others so that they can also see how easy this is. And then remember to comment with other concepts that you would like me to treat. You can even say, yeah, now it makes sense, like whatever. You can say yippee, yep, away, Mr. Say, yeah, like you can say anything, guys, just anything. I just want to see if really people are watching, right? And then the most important thing is to do what? Is to please pray for my handwriting.